Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what's the most annoying thing about people asking about your genitals? Not my genitals, but after my wife gave birth, you wouldn't believe how many people hinted at or asked right away if she was still as tight as before. What kind of people ask that shit? Guys that work in all guys' kitchen crews. After my wife had our second kid, a guy not so subtlety asked me that. I told him, I'm not sure, we only do anal. My darling ex actually asked the OB to put an extra stitch in for tightness. Can you guess why he is my ex? People are only interested in the fact I have a boner. They don't seem to care how long I've had it. If it's more than 4 hours, your doctor would probably care somewhat. Mine's barely longer than 4 inches. No need to start measuring it with time to edit an award in under 2 minutes. Oh, now we're mocking my stamina too. We did it, little buddy, we're famous. WTF is going on with Askreddit and genitals today? LMAO. Mother's Day. Freud has entered the chat. It's always what about my genitals and why do my genitals, but never how are my genitals. How are your genitals? Fine, thanks for asking. And yours? It makes them think about my genitals. We all do it anyway. I also choose this guy's genitals. Everybody asks if it works because I'm in a wheelchair. Bro, I'm so sorry, I got really curious and I just need to say congratulations. Why would anybody even think to check a profile in this context? Nothing wrong with it, but it definitely did not occur to me that that would be a sub. Sigh, I'm not even new to Reddit. Dude could just walk using his dick. Your frying pan is quite disturbing, IMO. One's fry pan is another one's amusement. I did think to look at the sub when clicking on a NSWF pic from a dude in a wheelchair. Thought it was a medical pic. My mum's husband keeps asking if my husband is going to cheat after the baby is born and has suggested I have a cesarean so I don't ruin my vagina. Gross. He also didn't really have much to do with me in the last 10 years, but now I'm having a baby he wants to be a grandparent. That's not happening. When I worked in retail, I was training a new guy. At the very first break of his very first day, we are at a table in the break room making small talk, and just suddenly, so, do you shave your pussy? It got quiet in there fast. I got up and walked to the manager's office, and word had gotten there before I did. They told me to take the rest of the day off with pay. I was told he got up a few minutes later and just walked out the front door. Thanks for the awards. I'm not sure exactly how he pictured that ending up, Jesus. Seriously, imagine having so little understanding of personal boundaries as a grown adult. That's not what you say to someone when meeting them for literally the first time, in a workplace area no less. Romantically shaving each other in a bathtub surrounded by candles and rose petals, duh. Not sure why Op didn't get it. Per second just in case. Why are they in my mashed potatoes? Shit, if I knew it was going to be this kind of party, I'd stick my dick in the mashed potatoes. Glad someone got the reference. They want answers but not the explanation pics. Edit, wow, not home right now, will update with pics. Edit 2, sorry for the delay, penis sets off countrywide search. Edit 3, common question, what's special about your penis compared to others? Edit 4, you guys are sexy AF. Edit 5, I'm 12. Got him. If they wanted explanation pics, would it be okay? In my eyes it would be. I'm ginger. It does happen on the rare occasion that I get the usual variations of, does the carpet match the drapes? Like, why is this a necessary question to ask? No, I have hardwood. Edit, thanks for the gold. That's such a good response. I'm gonna use that next time. My husband is a ginger, but he also has a calico-colored beard, his eyebrows are dark brown, and his chest hair is mostly dark brown with bits of brown. I have no idea how we got on the subject, but my mother-in-law and I were talking about hair color. I brought up the fact that even though my husband, her son, has all this mixed hair color going on, the curtains do in fact match the drapes. My mother-in-law looked at me and politely said, she didn't need to know that. This happened years ago and still haunts me. Where the fuck did my filter go that day? Bonding. Assuming I have genitals in the first place, maybe I'm just smooth from belly button to butthole. Ah yes, the Ken doll. Goddamn, I wish the rest of me was Ken doll style. Sigh. Yes, it's enormous. Yes, of course you can see it. Well, whip that mammoth clit out already. There's a subreddit for that. I'll let you go looking for it. The only time my genitals are brought up in conversation is when guys are asking for pictures. Random guy I have been speaking to for a whole of 5 minutes, your genitals. At this time of day. At this time of year. Localized entirely within your pants. Me, yes. Them, can I see it? Me, no. Didn't expect to find steamed hams in a discussion about genitals, but I'm so glad that I did. You steam a good clam. You pee and bleed from the same hole, right? That's what PPL ask me a lot. If you do, you need to see a doctor immediately. Silly intellectual, I bleed out of every hole in my body. It's all about variety. You guys just don't get it. Do people ask you about your genitals frequently? There were some heavily upvoted posts with questions about genitals on r/Askreddit the last days. Like that one earlier asking what the most annoying part of having a vagina was. Not my genitals, but when my son was born, the amount of people concerned about us not doing a circumcision was concerning. How is that any of your fucking businesses? This includes grandparents. Circumcision, cutting baby dicks without consent, is easily the weirdest cultural norm about America. No idea why it's accepted and why people get in your business if you choose not to cut part of your son's penis off. Like they are personally offended you didn't give it the snip. Meanwhile FGM is seen as barbaric, which it obviously is too. It literally makes no sense to me. Hey, do you want to cut part of your /your son's dick off? A number. Why not? Why the fuck would I want to cut part of my /my son's dick off? That should be the end of it. No need for further logic. I think men who had circumcision are afraid to admit it's not normal because it would damage their male ego. And many females are only used to seeing a circumcised penises, so anything else is unusual. So the cycle perpetuates. They all want to know fun facts and bits of trivia, but if I bring them out for a meet and greet, suddenly I am banned. For some strange reason I read your commenters and bits of labia. Yeah. The most annoying thing is that no people are asking about my genitals. And this makes me sad. How are your genitals doing? How are your genitals doing? The fact that someone would ask about them in the first place. That would annoy most people, I assume. That happens to trans and intersex people a lot. I definitely get this a lot. Whoa. You're trans. I had no idea. So are you getting the surgery TM? You're trans. Yeah. Do you have a dick? Sigh. People ask about the length of pubes. YTF do you wanna know? To investigate further if you're the one leaving the hairy mess in the bathroom at work. Statistics, maybe. Not my genitals, but when I was talking with a friend about my boyfriend, she asked how big his penis was. I was stunned. Didn't answer her, because that is none of her fucking business. We all have that one friend who has no filter. I literally had a friend send me an unsolicited picture of her boyfriend's junk, who was also my friend in his own right, and then demand one of my boyfriend's penis in return. She seemed genuinely confused as to why I was horrified about this, and needless to say I am no longer in contact with her. I don't get why people think it's okay to ask about you so sexually. Even if we're friends, I'm not telling you. I had my vasectomy last week and during the electrocauterizatio on my left testicle I felt the electricity on my testicle, even though I was numb. I told all my friends and family about it, even posted on Tofu, got removed because I broke Rule 3. Everyone has asked me what it feels like to be tazzed on the balls, or if my vasectomy isn't successful, they ask if I will have a electric type Pokemon as my next child. They just want a quick Pikachu. Reissue. Damn. Always good puns coming from Reddit. I need to step up my game. The fact that I could be minding my own business in the middle of a city and someone would feel it's appropriate to come up to me and just point blank ask, so, do you have a penis? I'm trans and it's depressingly often that people feel they are entitled to know everything about my medical history. This is ridiculous. Listen, I used to be active, What snapped me out of it was literally this, that what my problem with it was, does this lady have a penis? And then answering to myself, what a weird fucking question. What if someone asked you that? I'm not 8 of anymore, and now I can't possibly imagine being that obsessed with other people's genitals. It's always so great to see people acknowledge their wrongdoings and snap out of such ideologies. I am flabbergasted that I had to scroll past dozens of posts to see a trans response. I could think of nothing else when I saw this post. I've definitely asked, so, are you a dick? In response to, so, do you have a dick? When I came out as trans, Mount F, I had so many people ask, are you going to have bottom surgery? Like it was just a normal question to ask someone. Apparently me being trans means I'm wearing a sign that reads, ask about my genitals, please.